Alright guys, in this video today we are going to see if WFG is a scam or PHP, is it a scam or is Primerica a scam? So I got this idea, I've had this idea a while back ago. I've had people ask me about these organizations and I don't like to talk crap. That's just not my style. I don't believe in that whole hate other insurance companies and agencies, but I had a buddy of mine send me a video about I'll just put the link in the comment for CoffeeZilla, and he's talking about how MLM is a scam. And so, I know about these companies, and like I said, I don't like to talk crap about anybody, but he did have a lot of good questions, and if this could help somebody, this is why I made it. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. First, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Gasper Michelle. I've been an insurance agent for 12 years. I started with Aflac, and I was with them. That's all I did for the first 7 years. Nothing else. Didn't work for other insurance companies. That's all I did was B2B. I really liked it. Then towards the end, I kind of got tired of it. And then and actually the first company that I interviewed with was PHP. And it was right around this time. And we'll kind of go into this later. But it's really hard to find good information. You would think that these companies would want great information out there, but they kind of hide a lot of their stuff. And anyways, the brochure I looked at, which was like 4 or 5 years ago, was very similar to this one. It might have been this one. I found this one online, and so but one of the things I forgot to mention, one of the reasons I got tired of doing Aflac was it's a tough business, guys. Insurance is a tough business. I've always said I've never had more people lie to me than when talking to somebody about insurance, and people lie about a lot of stuff if they're healthy and they're all this other stuff. But anyways, that's beside the point. But this was the first company I interviewed with, and I just remember one of the things they told me was that I have to recruit a lot of people in order to make money. And at the time, I had just been doing recruiting for 2 years, and I just didn't want to do any more recruiting. So I was like, thanks, but no thanks. And then I remember looking down here, and the compensation here, it says part-time at 40% contract. And I remember thinking, what, 40%? And I was like, I thought, because with Aflac it was like 25, and so but I knew as an independent agent you could get close to 100% depending on the different agencies, and I know a lot of the people that are watching this are probably work for other agencies. I know there's some that are slightly higher, I know some that are lower, but I just knew 40 was low, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. And so I didn't really pay much attention to it, and then I just kept and then I took about a year off. I helped my wife start a boutique, and I helped her out for about a year there. I did some other marketing stuff. And then about 4 years ago, I actually started with Virtual Financial, which is WFG, and I only did it for about 6 months. And it was just like, so I went from about they use LinkedIn to grow your connections and to get people to message you. And this was 4 years ago when LinkedIn was still really easy to get people to message you. Now you can send out who knows how many emails. But I went from about 300 followers to 30,000 followers in about 6 months. And I recruited like 6 or 7 people, and not a single one of them sold anything. A couple of them bought policies, and that's kind of how they recruit you in, is they have you buy a policy. But I want to say only like 1 or 2 of them even bought a policy. And so that's kind of, to me, it's structured so bad. It's just chargeback city. If you're having brand new agents buy policies in order to buy their compensation and all this other stuff, you're just begging for them to quit the business, because they're losing money. First of all, they're having to pay money to join. Then they're having to pay more monthly, for their insurance policy. They still haven't made any money. You're not teaching them how to make money. So it was just a bad structure. But I put my head down for about 6 months, and I recruited as many people as I could. I did everything they taught me to do, and literally walked away with nothing. But since I was making money from, since I still had residuals coming from Aflac, I was able to survive, and it didn't really bother me. And like I said, I had just taken a year off to help my wife, where I didn't make any money there either. So it wasn't killing me to not make any money. Like I said, I was living off my residuals with Aflac, and so I was, I wasn't homeless. But I obviously did want to find out more what else was out there. I did some other marketing stuff. I did some marketing for local businesses. some for help for a buddy of mine who's a roofer. I did some other marketing stuff, and then a couple of years ago, I just went independent. I just got tired of all that stuff, and I was like, man, I just got to work independent, and this is kind of what I do now. I do telesales, I do some cross selling stuff like that, and that's just what I just enjoy that more. I'm not actively recruiting people. Well, obviously, if you can message me if you have any questions about what's going on in the industry, but let's get started with some of this stuff here. One of the things I didn't like about PHP was they told me, they said, if you get started now, before we go public, and I forgot to pull that one up. I had it pulled up earlier. And guys, I had to Google all this stuff to find out their income statements, all this other stuff that was just crazily hidden. If you put Is PHP, look what, well, first of all, is PHP a public traded company? Because what they said is before we go public, all the agents will get founder shares and all this other stuff. And I knew a little bit about that stuff, but not enough. But 5 years ago, they said that it was going to go public. Still hasn't went public. Now, even this guy here has a video. They're still not a publicly traded company. And I know sometimes it takes a while to go public, but you can't recruit people on a dream that may or may never happen. Like, it has to be a finite road of how far you got to go down this road. So anyways, the next company I interviewed with was Primerica, and same with them. I'm one of those people, I shoot, as long as it makes sense, I do it. And so with Primerica, I joined them for literally a month. And I was like, wow, this is people that are really drinking the Kool-Aid, because I knew about their compensation. And like I said, I was coming from Aflac, which we were getting about 25% on most stuff. So it didn't really bother me that we started at 25. But then you work your way up. You're working for 25%, and the regional vice president's getting the other 75%. That's insane, guys. Or 70%, whatever you want to call it. Then there was no residuals, and then there was, it was just so bad. And like I said, I just kind of jumped in. I was ready to do something. I was tired of working at my wife's boutique for a year voluntarily. So that was the first mistake I made. And then I even got their what's it called? Let's just get the IRA, or I forget which one I get, the 401k. I forget which one I get. I should have prepared and taken notes, but I was Googling so many stuff yesterday. I forgot to take exact notes like I normally do. But yeah, I bought their whole package, and I tried to recruit a couple people, but I literally did it for a month, and I was like, this is stupid. Like, this is a bad idea. And even when you try to look up their stuff, you try to Google earnings disclosure, you run into an Instagram page, and then this is off of their website. I'll leave the link for it. It's not pulling up because I'm in Mexico right now, so I think they have like some sort of whatever that's called, where it doesn't allow people in other countries to look at their stuff. But guys, all this stuff I had to Google. It wasn't very easy to find. And so the next company I'm with, like I said, was WFG. This is their income disclosure. Like I said, guys, it's so hard to find. And what I forgot to mention was when I was with Aflac, we had little pamphlets. We had little brochures that were similar to this one I found. Where's it at here? That did have an income disclosure on it. But this one here is from Canada, and it's from 2013. And so, but with Aflac, we were giving these out pretty commonly. We wanted people to know what they were getting themselves into. We didn't lie to them about what it was or what it wasn't, where it seems like a lot of these companies try to hide that stuff. Even the WFG, their hierarchy, it's so hard to find. The best I could find were images. All the other stuff were blog type stuff, and we'll look at some of the stuff that's on their website first. So this is one of the things with WFG. They told me that they were about to hit $1 billion in commissions, and I was like, wow, that's actually pretty good. Like, I was like, wow, that's awesome. That's what it was in 2019. I'm sure it was pretty close. In 2020, looks like maybe they got a little closer. I don't know. They kind of skipped a couple years, but I remember that their $1 billion mark was their mark. So maybe they're saying that this year too. I'm not sure, but they also say here, they make it look so easy. Tier 1, $65,000. You're like, oh, wow, that's actually a pretty good deal. And then, like, who wouldn't make $65,000 for year 1, year 2, year 3? Why would anybody quit if they know that they're going to make $500,000 a year? But then you read the fine print, and then it says Senior Marketing Director. And then when you look at this page here, I think I had that pulled up. I forget where I had it pulled up. Oh, I think I had it here on a senior marketing director. You have to recruit like 10 people in order to get to that level. So it's not really tier 1. It's like, unless there's a tier 0. The other thing too, guys, is here they say they have 46,000 agents. Well, if you divide 46,000 into nearly $1 billion, it's about 21,000, a little less than 21,000 per agent. Now, obviously, this is not socialism, so obviously there's going to be people at the top making a lot more. You have your like your Ed Milet characters who are making millions and millions of dollars, while they're they're starving insurance agents at the bottom aren't making anything. And guys, I know it's like that. And like I said, with Aflac, that's why it was really tough to recruit people, because I knew it's a tough business. I knew it's hard. I knew most people didn't make it. When I was a district sales coordinator, I was literally, I call it force feeding. I was literally force feeding agents money. I was taking them to my enrollments. I was giving them my customers. I gave away literally thousands of dollars in commissions every single month because I was trying to help these agents succeed, and they still didn't succeed. So it's a tough business, guys, and this is what bothers me about these companies, is they get you in and they take away your overrides, they take away your residuals, and it's just so sad, guys. And that's the only reason I'm making this video. Like I said, I didn't want to come off as a hater, didn't want to come across as a negative person, but I'm just showing you the information, and I'll provide you guys links for that. But let's get started on why these companies are like that. First of all, A.L. Williams was founded by A.L. Williams founded Primerica. He was basically a teacher that got into the insurance business and just really blew it up. And if you watch a lot of his videos, he's very inspirational. But like I said, guys, they are just I almost said a word that, anyways, they're just taking a lot of money from new and starving agents that are just trying to feed their family. And then, so Primerica was founded by him. I forget where he learned his business structure, if I remember right, from Amway. And so they're basically copied the model of MLM and brought it into the insurance world. And then from there, WFG was started by an ex-Primerica person. I forget his name, founder. Where's it at here? I forget his name, but now it's owned by Aegon, and it's just a large, huge company. And guys, I'm probably saying some of this stuff wrong, but y'all are more than welcome to correct me in the comments. But then also too, and then next we have Patrick Bet David, and he's the one that founded Primerica. And he actually, looks like they said he started with Morgan Stanley and Transamerica. And so, as you know, and I forgot, I might have mentioned this, I can't remember, but WFG is a part of Transamerica. So there you go, guys. And they're basically, I'm not calling them scams. You can call them scams, but I just don't like how they take all the commissions, all the overrides from their new agents and then keep it for the top agents. It's just a horrible way to do business. But yeah, guys, if y'all have any questions about this, and I'll leave links to all this stuff, let me know if y'all have any questions, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. But thanks for watching, guys. Bye.